Now, on-screen love scenes have been going through a bit of a change recently with shows like Normal People and Sex Education, showing a more realistic version of intimacy than ever before. And now new BBC drama I May Destroy You is going one step further by openly and explicitly dealing with the issues of gaslighting, drink spiting and consent. For those of you who haven't seen it, the story focuses on Arabella, the main character, and she's trying to piece together her memories after a drunken night turned into something much more sinister. Now, these are the kind of issues, I guess we need to see them on our TVs. They're highlighting lots of things that are difficult to talk about. Are TV shows better at sex education than schools, Colleen?
Well, I think school sex education is very important as well. But yes, obviously, you're going to get your teens and older children more involved when they're watching it as a drama. And I watched some of these last night, and I found it really powerful. I think I've got a really good relationship with my kids in the respect that I've always talked openly to them. As much as I can about everything, especially once they reached the legal age where they could go out and they were their own adult and had their own mind, and I had no control anymore. And you think you've spoken to them so well, but the problem is it's when drink gets involved. And, you know, the greatest fear for me as a mom is the spiking of drinks. I often speak to Kira about, you know, please don't ever leave your drink on its own. You know, don't go off to the toilet and come back for your drink. And they're pretty much up on it. But my problem is that once these young people do get drunk, even if their drink hasn't been spiked, you know, they just drink and drink and drink. All kind of common sense goes out the window, as it does for most people who drink to that extent. But yeah, of course, it's a worry. And I think this programme has been, and programs like it have been brilliant at highlighting it. So
yeah. Brenda, I mean, it's something that you wish you could have watched.
Well,
as a teenager.
Yeah, I wish there was something like that. Unfortunately, when I was about 19, 20, I had an experience where I was out with a friend that I trusted, went out to a club. I wasn't a heavy drinker. It wasn't, you know, I know what Colin's saying, that is a concern about drinking too much, but it was one drink, and I put my drink down, went to the toilet, came back, finished the drink, and then before I knew it, I was, like, seeing monsters and weird, strange things that I could not explain. And before I knew it, I was awake and I didn't know how I'd got to home. I don't know what had happened in between. My memory had just totally blanked out. And, you know, it did take me a couple of weeks to kind of think, well, what happened, and piecing it together and watching that. It's really frightening.
Like the programme, actually.
Yeah. You know, and I tried to contact the friend, but the friend wasn't answering. And so, you know, it scares me, but it taught me a lesson the hard way, but it also made me, when I'm, you know, I might say things to my kids and they're like, oh, mummy, we know, but you've got to say it. If you don't say it, then you think that you know it all, but you don't. And that was my problem. I thought I knew it all, and
I think your story is shocking, but it's so easy to understand. I remember the first time I went to a club in Ibiza, someone said to me, don't buy a drink that's not in a bottle that's sealed. Because they'll spike your drink. And that, you know, really opened my eyes. They said, never take a drink that's already been mixed. Watch how your drink's made. I think the drama is really, really powerful, and it is important that these issues are discussed on television because television's in someone's front room. It's on your computer screen, it's in your front room, and there's no ignoring it. Whereas a message from your mum, you can always say, oh, well, what does she know? You know?
Exactly. And lots of people don't have the relationship you have, Colleen, so this might be the only information they're going to get in. So, yeah, there's a huge importance with it, isn't it?